The Champions Cup final is here. It's finally come to that time, the European finals. This is basically the UEFA Champions League for rugby. This is a massive game. We have two very world-class teams here, Leinster versus Bordeaux. Now, both the teams have been released. Both teams are looking extremely strong. In this video, I'm going to be doing a bit of a preview, going over the lineups and giving my prediction for who I think is going to win this game. So if you do enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. I really appreciate all the support, and there's been a lot of support, and I appreciate every single comment, every single like, every single share. I appreciate all of it, and it's honestly becoming the fun time of the year for rugby now. The finals are here. Next week's the URC quarterfinal. That's going to be big as well. Then we have the Under-20 World Cup, and then we have the Nations Championship, and then the Greatest Rivalry Tour as well. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So Leinster have just released their team. Let's see who they've selected. They've gone for Andrew Porter at number 1, Dan Sheehan at number 2, and Clarkson at number 3, Joe McCarthy at number 4, James Ryan at number 5, Jack Conan at number 6, Josh van der Vliet at number 7, Caden Doris at number 8, Jamison Gibson-Park at number 9. He's a very important player for them. Harry Byrne at number 10. That's a big decision there. Number 11, Riku Ioane gets a start. I'm happy to see that because I thought, honestly, on the wing, he's been playing a lot better than he has at centre, and I think he can honestly offer a lot to this team. Number 12, Robbie Henshaw. Number 13, Gary Ringrose. Number 14, Tommy O'Brien. So no James Lowe. Very interesting call there. Number 15, Hugo Keenan. And looking at the bench, we have Ronan Kelleher, McCarthy, Tide Furlong, Mangan, Deacon, McGrath, Frawley, and Jamie Osborne. What a team. I'm just looking at the players right now, and I can't believe this is a club team. This is the strongest team I've seen from this Leinster team the entire year. I mean, just some of the players: Andrew Porter, Sheehan, Joe McCarthy, James Ryan, Jack Conan, who I think is a very underrated player. If you watch this channel, you know how underrated I think Jack Conan is. One of the best loose forwards in the world. Josh van der Vliet playing some very good rugby again. Caelan Doris playing just like the Caelan Doris we know from a few years ago again. Jamison Gibson-Park, a very important player. All these Irish players, they even have an All Blacks player there, Riku Ioane as well. And then looking at the bench, they've got so much depth. I really like this team, and this looks like a very strong team to try to take down the mighty Bordeaux. And I say mighty because they are extremely mighty this year. Their team that they've selected: Jefferson Poirot, Maxime Lamotte, Carlos Sardi, who I think honestly could get a Springbok call up this year. He's been very good. Boris Palou, Adam Coleman, Pierre Bochaton, Cameron Waukee, who's been playing incredible for Bordeaux ever since moving there. Marco Gazzotti as well. Maxime Luku, one of their most important players. Mathieu Jalibert at number 10. The speedster Louis Bilberry at number 11. Yorambo Fana at number 12. Damien Pinot at number 13. Could this be a kind of precursor selection? Could they be pulling him up for the France jersey at number 13? I think they can. He's been really good in the number 13 jersey. Honestly, a bit of a revelation in the number 13 jersey, and he really links well with the outside backs there as well. Number 14, we have Pablo Uberti, and number 15, the flyer himself, Selesi Riasi, who I think is absolutely incredible. Looking at the bench, I've gone for Barlot, Boniface, Bental Miafuna, Swinton, Mathieu, trying to say this name here, Venay Telefa, Retier, and Reus. So a very, very strong team from Bordeaux. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know me and the French names really don't get along the best. I'm trying my best, but some very good names here. I mean, Jefferson Poirot's been having a really good breakthrough season, playing some very good rugby as well. Carlos Sardi's been an anchor at the scrum. Looking at the forward pack, it's a very strong forward pack. But I'd give the edge to Leinster in the forward pack. I really do believe Leinster has a bit of a stronger forward pack than this Bordeaux pack we're seeing right here. The one difference is this Bordeaux forward pack, they don't care who they're playing against. They have so much power, and they're very gelled together as a unit. But the same can be said for Leinster as well. Now, can Leinster stop the likes of a Bental Miafuna coming off the bench and causing absolute havoc? I guess we're going to have to wait and see, which makes it so exciting. This is honestly such a 50-50 game that I'm unsure of who to pick in my prediction. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes to kind of let it settle, let the team settle, because before this I thought, oh, Bordeaux's going to win this game. That's my pick 100% going into this video. But I'm looking at the team now, and I think, honestly, it might be the other way around. But looking at the backline, we've got some very good matchups as well. Maxime Luku versus Jamison Gibson-Park. We know Jamison Gibson-Park, if they take him out the game, they've probably taken the whole team out the game. He is one of their star players. Most of the things in the team happen through Jamison Gibson-Park. He's almost like Ireland's Antoine Dupont, where he just makes things happen, and he's really good at all areas of the game. He honestly doesn't really have a weakness at all. So if they can somehow take Jamison Gibson-Park out the game, they'll honestly have a better chance of winning this game. Same goes for Bordeaux. If you take Maxime Luku out the game, you still have to take Mathieu Jalibert out the game as well. And if you take a guy like Mathieu Jalibert out the game, you really have a better chance of winning as well. So I think when it comes to the backlines, if you take Mathieu Jalibert out the game, if you take Jameson Gibson-Park out the game, and make sure they don't have that much input, that much value in the game, you'll have a much better chance of winning. But just looking at some of the flyers here, there's some very good matchups. I mean, just looking at the backline players, I mean, you got Maxime Lucu on the field, James Gibson-Park, Harry Burns having a phenomenal season, Mathieu Jalibert, Louis Bilberry, Rico Ioane, Henshaw, Gary Ringrose, Celeste Riasi, Mofana, Damien Penaud. There's so many world-class players on the field this game. It is honestly mind-boggling. So this is why we watch the Champions Cup the way we do. It's the best, honestly in my opinion, the best club rugby tournament in the world, and that's coming from a South African fan that grew up watching Super Rugby. I do think Super Rugby in the days when I was growing up was the best, but I think kind of around 2014 onwards, it started to shift towards the Champions Cup, and I do believe that the Champions Cup is the best club tournament in the world. There's so many good international players on show, so many guys trying to play for a spot in the international team. Like, I'm sure Jack Conan doesn't want to be on the bench anymore for Ireland. He wants to be starting. I'm sure Jefferson Poirot thinks he can honestly be a starter for France. I'm pretty sure Carlos Sardi's playing for a Springbok jersey every single week. I'm pretty sure Cameron Walkie wants to get back into the France team and show I'm the guy that was so hyped up when I was younger for the right reason. So Damien Penaud as well, playing for the number 13 jersey for France. So there's a lot of guys playing for this international caps as well, but most importantly, they are playing to win the Champions Cup final. Okay, so I think I have come to a prediction in my head, and I'm going to give my reasons why. I'm going with Leinster to win this game. Now, a lot of people might not agree with that. They might think Bordeaux is a super force power that just can't be beaten. I'm looking at the team sheet. I'm thinking of the recent form. I really think Leinster will win this game. That's my prediction. You can come back here and roast me in the comments if I get this wrong. I do think it's going to be a 50-50 game. It's going to go either way. Same with tonight's game, Ulster versus Montpellier. But I think Leinster's going to win this game. I think they've got a very good forward pack that's going to set a very good base for them with a very good set piece. Every single player there knows what they're doing on the field. They know their role inside and out. I think matchups, 1-for-1, Leinster does beat Bordeaux. I think the backline is where Bordeaux maybe gets a bit of the better of Leinster. But just looking overall at the forward pack, I think Leinster's forward pack is just a little bit of a level above this Bordeaux forward pack. And I think when it comes to a final, you got to have the set piece. You have to have your set piece at 100% as good as possible. You have to have everything in line. You have to be physically dominant. Your forward pack's got to really be a very well-oiled machine, which I know Bordeaux's forward pack has been, but I just think this Leinster forward pack right now is playing very good as well. So Leinster is trending up at the right time. At the start of the season for URC and for Champions Cup, people were saying, even me, I was saying, they're not putting teams away the way they should. I mean, they're not smashing teams when they should be smashing teams. They're not having those very good performances. But in the last month or two, they've just started to get better and better and kind of move away from those mistakes and just become a well-oiled machine is probably the best way to put it. Everything they do just seems to be getting better at every single facet of the game. Now, do I think this will transfer over to Ireland? I'm not sure. We're going to have to see, because there's still a lot of players and a lot of other countries that don't play together at club level as well. But I think for Leinster, having that kind of well-gelled, well-oiled machine together with a lot of international players will really help them. And I think them having a very strong forward pack will also give them a better chance. And I think one of the key things from this game is one of the key story points should be, can Harry Byrne be accurate with regards to kicking up poles? I think this game is going to come down to those 3 points, those penalties, taking your opportunities. And I really think if you were to miss a few conversions in this game, it will honestly catch up to you. Now, a lot of people say, oh, it's terrible to miss kicks in a game. But when it comes to a final, it's the worst thing you can do is miss kicks a goal. You have to be absolutely on it. You have to nail every single kick. Because if you score 4 tries and you're playing amazing rugby, but you miss 4 kicks, that's already 8 points. Now, another team can just catch that up with 3 penalties already. Or if they got 2 penalties and 1 conversion, they're ahead of you. Or tied with you. So it is very, very important to get those kicks and slot them at goal. So I think if Mathieu Jalibert or Maxime Lucu, I think it's Maxime Lucu that kicks, is accurate for kicking for poles, it'll give Bordeaux a good chance. But I think, honestly, the one thing that will stop Leinster is if their goal kicking is bad, because I think they are able to score tries, but not the way this Bordeaux team can. I think this Bordeaux team can score tries from anywhere, and they can just punch you in the gut at any moment in the game. So I think that's the one kind of storyline I'm looking at in this game. Will the goal kicking be accurate from Leinster? Will Bordeaux be able to just make something out of nothing all the time like they've been doing at World this entire year? Can Leinster keep up with the pace of Bordeaux? Because Bordeaux have been running teams off the park. They ran Toulouse off the park even. I mean, the last 20 minutes, Toulouse was catching their breath. They couldn't keep up with Bordeaux. This Bordeaux team is one of the fastest playing rugby teams in the world. Can Leinster keep up with that? But can Bordeaux keep up with the Leinster forward pack and the Leinster set piece. So there's a lot of things weighing into my decision for this game. I'm sticking with my decision to say I think Leinster is going to win this game. I'm not going to say by how much. I think it's going to be very close, but that is my prediction. Let me know your predictions down below in the comments. I will be doing a match reaction right after the game, but I mean, just look at these names in both the teams. Some superstar players playing for an international call-up, international opportunities, and some of these guys, they're trying to get their hands on that silverware for the first time in their career. So a big game for all the players involved. I think honestly, if you look at the whole tournament, it is fair that these are the two teams in the final. So it does say that the tournament is working in that regard, that the two best teams are meeting each other in the final, which really does help. I can argue as well that Toulouse probably is the other best team, but they were their worst enemy as well when it came to the pool play. So I do think it's the best two teams meeting in the final, and that's what we're going to get tomorrow. The two best teams in Europe meeting in the Champions Cup final. Who's going to win? I have no idea, but I will be reacting to it right after. So let me know who you think's going to win down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.